It's only two of us.
Hey, bud.
I'm with my pound for pound number one.
Let's get it.
Two-time undisputed champ.
Two times. One 2 times, two times.
My God, I'm crazy.
What up, y'all? This Convo Starters. As you can see in the beginning of the video, we got Claressa Shields, two-time undisputed champion in boxing, 2 different weight classes, just like your boy Terrence Crawford. But I got a question. Why does it seem like Claressa Shields isn't a big star? Why is she not a bigger star in the sport of boxing? Not only is she a 2-time undisputed champion, she's also the only 2-time Olympic gold medalist that we've ever had in boxing, male or female. But she doesn't really get the recognition from, sports analysts and people that talk about boxing. They don't really talk about Claressa Shields as being one of the greatest boxers of all time, period, man or female. Nobody mentions her name. She doesn't really get big fights that sell too often. They don't really talk about her fights. They don't really promote her fights like that. It even seems like Layla Ali from back in the day was a bigger star than Claressa Shields is. Why do you guys think that? She's accomplished so much in the sport of boxing. She's done way more than most men have in the sport of boxing. But she doesn't seem to really get the respect I think that she deserves in the sport. Nowhere near as big as Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey, I don't think, did anything near as much as she did in the sport of boxing. I think Ronda Rousey probably got, an Olympic bronze medalist once. I think she won some Pan Am Games or something like that. And she got a ESPY award for the best female athlete and the best fighter. And she was also named world's most dominant athlete in 2015 by Sports Illustrated. And she hasn't done not even close to as much as Claressa Shields has done in the sport of boxing. And she was a mega star. I mean, they were talking about her fighting Floyd Mayweather. So why do you think she gets more recognition than Claressa Shields does? When they mention the undisputed champions in boxing, they don't usually mention Claressa Shields' name. Or they'll kind of brush over it as, her being a female undisputed champion. I think that's a little disrespectful to her because she's a great fighter. She has skills, IQ, knows how to box very well, got power. Maybe it's just the sport of boxing for females that's just not that attractive to the masses. I'm not sure. I see that she's trying to pick up her appearance. When she first came out, she was looking a little rough, but she's picked it up. She looks a lot better, fights a lot better. So I'm not sure what it is that she would need to give her that buzz. Maybe she needs a hot topic, like how they talking about her fighting Keith Thurman, former 2-time welterweight champion, WBC, WBO, I believe. Now, it's a great conversation. It's a great convo starter, no pun intended. But do I think Claressa Shields should be fighting Keith Thurman? Absolutely not. For one, I think it's a little bit disrespectful. I think people be playing with Keith Thurman's name like Keith Thurman wasn't that dude back in the day. I know he lost to Manny Pacquiao. He went to some spiritual awakening thing and kind of changed his attitude towards the sport of boxing and everything. But this man still was a beast in his prime when he was reigning at 147. He still beat Sean Porter in his prime. He still beat Danny Garcia in his prime. He still did what he had to do, collected 2 belts. He was the man, Keith one-time Thurman. I know we ain't seen too many one-time knockouts lately, but we got to put some respect on this dude's name. And I do not think that he should be fighting Claressa Shields, but I do think Claressa Shields is a great fighter. I think she's a great fighter. I think it's great what she's doing in the sport of women's boxing. And I think, hey, it probably is some male boxers out there that she can compete with. But I do not think it's Keith Thurman. Like, Keith Thurman, if Keith Thurman come out in his A game and on his best, he could beat anybody in the game. For real. What y'all think about this Clarissa Shields, Keith Thurman fight that everybody's been talking about? Yeah, it's Convo Starters. I'm out.